With Frenkie de Jong and Sergi Roberto out through injury, Barcelona against Sevilla gets a little more complicated. The first place team against the third place team in the Liga hasn't been much of a contest in recent seasons, with Barcelona winning 4 of the last 5 matchups. But Lopetegui has his team playing well, and Quique Setién will have his hands full without 2 important players. Between Barça, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, I don't think we talk about Sevilla enough. So today, I'm going to preview what could be the match that helps decide the Liga crown. Hi, I'm Dan Hilton. This is the Barcelona Podcast, YouTube exclusive. Against Mallorca and Leganés, there were expectations to win and a confidence that Barcelona would get the 6 points. Against third place Sevilla, that confidence is not the same. The Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan is actually a stadium that Barcelona have played well in recently, particularly Messi, who is 1 goal away from his 700th career goal. Okay, I'll say it one more time. 700th career goal. Joan Lopetegui plays a 4-3-3 with a lot of movement from the attackers. The usual move is to pair a more mobile center midfielder, like Joan Jordan, the Catalan who moved from Espanyol last summer, or former Man City man Fernando, with a playmaking less mobile center midfielder, like Ever Banega or Oliver Torres. Banega leads the team with 6 assists, and I think the choice of Banega or Torres, or potentially both, will give you a lot of an explanation on the way Lopetegui wants to play. Due to the extreme heat, expect the 31-year-old Banega to either play the first 55 to 60 minutes or so, or the last 40. I think the trio that started against Real Betis in the first game back after the break is a good indication as to the preferred midfield trio. In that game, it was Torres, Jordan, and Fernando as a defensive midfielder behind Jordan and Torres. In the attack, Lucas Ocampos is a name that probably doesn't get enough credit. The Argentine is playing his first season with Sevilla, and he is the team's leading goal scorer in the Liga, 11 goals and 3 assists. The next closest to his 11 goals are the 6 from Luke de Jong and 3 from Franco Vasquez. A product of River Plate, Ocampos played for Monaco, Marseille, Genoa, AC Milan, and Marseille again before finally reaching Spain. And the winger is still just 25. What makes Ocampos so deadly is his ability to play and shoot with both feet. The winger regularly sets up on the right, but he is comfortable when switched onto the left side. Luke de Jong should get the start, but expect to see the large and in-charge Youssef En-Nesyri coming on for him at some point. A name all Culés know, Munir, has started both of Sevilla's matches coming back from the break, and so we could expect to see him again. If not, it'll be Suso or Franco Vasquez to start, and Munir as a substitute. Munir is never going to be the best player on a team, but his movement is relentless, and he plays now with much more confidence than in his Barça days. You can see the La Masia in his movement, and it's that very movement that creates space for Ocampos and de Jong. Along the back line, I expect to see Real Madrid loanee Sergio Reguilon at left back, and the ageless Jesus Navas on the right. The captain Navas is 34, but he's still going to give Jordi Alba a battle. For the 2 center-back spots, expect to see the Brazilian Diego Carlos, who is having what I would say a breakout campaign at the age of 27, partnering 21-year-old Jules Koundé, who has been solid at the back and on the ball in his debut La Liga season, coming over last summer from Bordeaux. In net, Tomas Vasilic is not necessarily a big name, but his 11 clean sheets and 28 goals conceded in the league are narrowly better than the 10 clean sheets and 29 goals conceded for Ter Stegen, so we don't have much room to talk. Some final notes before this one. Without Frenkie de Jong, I agree with Frances's guess that the midfield 3 will be Artur Vidal, and Busquets, and you can check out BarcaBlog.com to see the rest of his picks. Quique Setién, who will be celebrating his 21st birthday against Sevilla, could be an option for the wing if Barcelona is trailing. Being a young winger is a tricky spot though. If Barca is trailing, you can assume that Braithwaite, Griezmann, or Fati would all be more likely to be on the left wing, because Messi sure as heck isn't coming out. But if Barca is leading, Quique Setién may opt for one of Braithwaite or Griezmann to do a more defensive job anyway. Setién has really impressed in training since Barca came back, which is a good sign for Barcelona B's promotion hopes, but I wouldn't expect to see him against Sevilla. Jordi Alba returns, Samuel Umtiti is suspended, and Sergi Roberto will miss with an injury, so that means Nelson Semedo will get the start. If Semedo needs to sub out for any reason, which hopefully it doesn't come to that, it's anybody's guess what Setién does. The match will start at 10 p.m. local time in Seville, but that doesn't mean that it still won't be hot. Seville is one of the hottest places in Spain, and the physical part of this match is going to be just as important as the mental and the tactical side of things. As much as Atletico Madrid and Athletic Club have given Barcelona a tougher time in recent seasons, the match against Sevilla may be the most important of the bunch. A reminder that Sevilla is the team that sits third in the table, and they've been improving as the season went along before the break as the new arrivals got settled. For more previews, reviews, and history of the club, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications. And as always, until next time, Forza Barça!